In the specialized, rarefied era of high-end photography, few names command the respect and heritage of Hasselblad. This is a brand built on meticulous engineering and paralleled color science, and a history literally intertwined with missions to the moon. They are not a company known for playing the high-volume rumor game. They operate with a deliberate, confident silence. That is why, when the photography community detects a ripple from their headquarters in Sweden, it is usually a sign of an impending tectonic shift. And right now, the whispers are deafening, all pointing toward a new flagship that could redefine the boundaries of medium-format imagery, a camera tentatively dubbed the X3D. The entire commotion began not with a flashy marketing campaign, but with the quietest, most bureaucratic of footprints, an FCC filing. A registration under the model code HB722, filed discreetly back in December of 2024, was the first breadcrumb. Most tellingly, that filing was placed under a 180-day confidentiality window. A simple calculation puts the expiry of that confidentiality period squarely in the middle of 2025. This kind of timing is rarely accidental. It is the tick-tock of a product launch clock, and it suggests an official unveiling is not just possible, but imminent. The X series has been Hasselblad's modern battlefield, blending their legendary optics and sensors with a mirrorless form factor. The X3D 10C already sits at the pinnacle of this lineup, a 100-megapixel masterpiece. The logical assumption is that an X3D would not just be an iterative update, it would be a monumental leap. The rumor that has captured everyone's imagination, the one that causes a sharp intake of breath, is the sensor. The specifications being discussed are nothing short of breathtaking. The conservative estimate points to a 150-megapixel Sony medium-format sensor. This alone would place the X3D in direct competition with the most resolving cameras on the market, offering a staggering level of detail that professionals in landscape, fashion, and fine art crave. It is a canvas large enough to capture the finest texture in a bolt of silk or the most distant needle of a pine tree on a mountainside. But the speculation does not stop there. Other whispers, more ambitious and almost fantastical, suggest a 250-megapixel option is in development. This is the monster specification that gives the camera its mythical status. A 250-megapixel resolution in a portable, mirrorless body is uncharted territory. It is the kind of detail previously reserved for orbital telescopes or multi-shot, tripod-bound pixel shift modes. The implications are profound. The cropping power would be almost infinite. A single wide-angle architectural shot could be dissected into a dozen perfectly sharp, detailed images. A full-body portrait would contain enough information to isolate a tack-sharp image of the subject's iris. Of course, such power comes with practical challenges. The data files would be colossal, demanding robust storage solutions and immense processing power. But for the target clientele, this is not a bug, it is the entire point. It is about capturing an ultimate and compromising digital negative. While megapixels grab the headlines, the most significant rumor for working photographers might be the complete overhaul of the autofocus system. Historically, this has been Hasselblad's Achilles heel. Their systems, while precise, are often described as deliberate or even ponderous. They are magnificent for static subjects in a controlled studio environment, for landscapes locked down on a tripod, or for methodical portrait sessions. But for anything that moves, fast-moving subjects, unpredictable wildlife, or the fast-paced chaos of an event, forget it. This limitation has kept Hasselblad firmly in its niche. The X3D is rumored to shatter that limitation entirely. Speculation points to an advanced phase detection autofocus system, the same technology that gives modern Sony and Canon cameras their uncanny, sticky tracking abilities. More than just PDAF, the system is rumored to be bolstered by assisted subject tracking. This is the game changer. Imagine a medium-format sensor, with its incredible shallow depth of field and dimensionality, suddenly able to lock onto a model's eye and track it flawlessly as she moves. Imagine being able to use a Hasselblad for wildlife photography, tracking a bird in flight. If this rumor proves true, it marks a significant leap forward, transforming the X3D from a specialized tool into a versatile workhorse, finally bridging the gap between medium format's ultimate quality and the agile performance of full-frame systems. This theme of newfound freedom continues with the rumored advancements in image stabilization. The X3D already features a competent 5-axis in-body image stabilization system, a critical component for managing a 100 megapixel sensor handheld. But with a jump to 150 or even to 150 megapixels, the demands on the IBIS system increase exponentially. At such extreme resolutions, the tiniest, most imperceptible cameras shake a slight tremor in the hand. The vibration from pressing the shutter is magnified into a destructive blur. The tripod becomes a necessity, not an option. The X3D rumors suggest Hasselblad is tackling this head-on with a new adaptive stabilization system. This implies a smarter, more coordinated system, one that works in perfect concert with the lens and perhaps even uses the AI processor to better predict and counteract motion. The goal is simple but revolutionary: to give professionals the freedom to leave the tripod at home, to be able to shoot handheld, even in challenging light, and still walk away with tack-sharp, breathtakingly detailed images. This liberation from the tripod is the holy grail for high-resolution photographers who value mobility and spontaneity. Perhaps the most surprising shift in philosophy, however, comes in the form of motion capture. Hasselblad is not a name one associates with video. They are the purest stills company. Yet, the X3D may be the camera that breaks this mold permanently. Rumors are circulating of 6K RAW video recording at 30 frames per second. This is not just a token video feature, it is a direct assault on the high-end hybrid camera market. This capability would allow cinematographers to capture the ethereal medium format look, that unique combination of sensor size, color rendering, and depth of field in stunning, data-rich RAW video. This move suggests Hasselblad is finally acknowledging the rise of the hybrid shooter, the professional who must deliver both world-class stills and cinematic quality video. This single feature would place the X3D in a new competitive bracket, putting it squarely against not just the Fujifilm GFX1002 or the Leica SL3, but even dedicated cinema cameras like the Sony FX3, offering a unique value proposition that none of them can quite match. Of course, no discussion of a new Hasselblad would be complete without talking about its very soul color. Specs are one thing, but the Hasselblad look is built on its legendary color science. This is the secret sauce, the reason many devotees pay the significant premium for the name. The Hasselblad natural color solution has long been revered for its realism, particularly in rendering skin tones with a subtlety and accuracy that many systems struggle to match. The X3D is expected to debut with the next generation of this technology, Natural Color Solution 3.0. This update will likely push that realism even further, refining the way the camera interprets landscape hues, product colors, and complexions, rendering them with such fidelity that the line between the captured image and reality becomes wonderfully blurred. In a market where rivals like Leica are also lauded for their digital color science, this update is Hasselblad flexing its primary muscle, reinforcing its core identity as the ultimate tool for color purists. As the mid-2025 timeline approaches, the anticipation within the photography world is palpable. We are likely just weeks or months away from a full, official unveiling. One thing is certain, this camera will not be budget-friendly. Pricing is still completely under wraps, but the X3D is poised to sit at the absolute zenith of the medium format food chain, a tool reserved for the most demanding professionals and well-heeled enthusiasts for whom good enough is not in the vocabulary. If even a significant portion of these rumors materialize, the ultra-high-resolution sensor, the revolutionary autofocus, the robust handheld stabilization, and the professional-grade video, the Hasselblad X3D will not just be a new camera. It will be a statement. It will be the camera that redefines what is possible in a portable medium-format system, blending heritage with boundary-pushing technology. This may just be the most ambitious Hasselblad yet.